Hello friends, today we are going to see full subtractor. In last lecture we had seen what is half subtractor and today we are going to see what is full subtractor, right? So actually full subtractor is a subtractor which is used for performing the subtraction of three numbers of one bit, right? So we can here subtract three numbers of one bit, right? And actually it is a combinational circuit. Combinational circuit means what? Here we are providing current input to the circuit and it will generate the output, right? This circuit we are going to implement using logic gates, right? So now we are going to see how to implement a full subtractor. So we'll go step by step. So step one is that draw truth table. So the truth table consists of what? Number of inputs and number of outputs. Number of inputs and outputs, right? So how many number of inputs are there in a full subtractor? So in full subtractor there are actually three inputs, right, of one bit. So here I am considering three inputs, that is A, B and B in, right? Now how many outputs are there in a full subtractor? So actually there are two outputs that will be of also one bit, and that is difference here I will denote by D, and borrow that will be denoted by B0, right? So this is what number of inputs and number of outputs required to draw the truth table of full subtractor, right? So I just write number of inputs first. So A, B and B in, right? These are the inputs, right? Now what we want as a output. So as a output we have to perform subtraction of these three numbers. So how I will denote? A minus B minus B in, right? So that from this I am going to get difference and borrow, right? So how I am going to perform this operation? First of all I have to perform A minus B, and the output of A minus B, that will be just I'll subtract B in from that output, right? So that is the way of performing the operation. I'll just take one number. For example, if I'm having the value of A as 1, B as 0 and B in as 1, then how I'm going to perform this operation? So that is I'll put the values of A, B and B in. So 1 minus 0 minus 1. So for this I'll calculate difference and borrow, right? So for 1 minus 0, what will be the output? Difference will be 1 and borrow will be 0, right? As per the cases we had seen already in our half subtractor, right? So now the output of this subtraction will be difference 1 and borrow 0, right? So from this difference 1 I have to subtract this B in, right? So 1 minus 1 is 0 and borrow will remain same. So my output for this is what? This one. Difference will be 0 and borrow will be 1, right? So like that way we have to perform the operation. So I'll draw the truth table first for these three inputs, that is A, B and B in. Difference and borrow will be the output, right? So now here how many inputs are there? Three inputs are there. So how many combinations will be there? 2 to the power n number of combinations will be there. N is nothing but the number of inputs. So 2 to the power, how many inputs are there? 3 inputs are there. So 2 to the power 3, that means 8 combinations will be there. So I'll write just 8 combinations, 000. Sorry. So I'm writing 8 combinations and the range will be 0 to 2 to the power n minus 1. So 0 to 2 to the power n means 8 minus 1, that is 0 to 7. So just see here 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this is what 0 to 7 is the range. Right. Now I have to calculate difference and borrow. Right. So for a minus b in. So just what I'll do here, if there are 4 cases actually. So first case is what? If a equal to 0 and b equal to 0 and b equal to 0, then difference will be 0 and borrow will be also 0. Now case 2, if a equal to 0 and b equal to 1, then difference will be 1 and borrow will be also 1. Now case 3, if a equal to 1 and borrow equal to 0, then difference will be 1 and borrow will be 0. Case 4, if both the inputs a equal to 1 and b equal to 1, then difference will be 0 and borrow will be also 0. So these are the 4 cases. So here we can perform these 4 cases for only 2 input, right? So for example, if I want to subtract these 3 numbers of 1 bit, then what I have to do, first of all, I have to subtract these first 2 numbers, that is a minus b, and whatever the output I am getting from this subtraction of these 2 numbers a and b, from that we have to subtract this third number, right? So this is the way of performing the operation. For example, here I'll just tell you 0 minus 0 is difference 0 and borrow 0. I'll just make 2 columns here in difference and borrow, right? So whatever the output I am getting, that is a minus b, I'll write a minus b output here, and after that whatever the output I am getting, for example it is denoted by c, so from that output I am going to subtract b in, right? So for example 0 minus 0 is difference 0 and borrow 0, right? Now from this difference 0 I have to subtract this b in, right? So 0 minus 0 is again difference 0 and borrow 0. So actually my actual output is this column, right? This column is my actual output, right? So now next is what? I have to subtract these 3 numbers. So for that I have to perform subtraction of these 2 numbers first, a minus b, that is 0 minus 0 is here difference 0 and borrow 0, right? Now from this difference 0 I have to subtract b in, right? So 0 minus 1 means what? This is second case, right? So there I'll get difference as 1 and borrow as 1, right? Now 0 minus 1 means difference 1, borrow 1, right? Now from this difference 1 I have to subtract this 0, right? So 1 minus 0 is difference 1 and borrow will remain same, right? So now next is what? 0 minus 1. So 0 minus 1 means here difference will be 1 and borrow will be 1, right? Now 1 minus 1, right? So here difference will become 0 and borrow will remain same, right? Now 1 minus 0, so in 1 minus 0 case 3 is applied. So here borrow 1, difference 0, right? Now from this 1 I have to subtract this b in. So 1 minus 0 is difference will be 1 and borrow will be 0, right? It will remain same, right? Now in this case 1 minus 0 means difference 1, borrow 0. Now from this 1 I have to subtract this 1. So 1 minus 1 is here difference 0 and borrow will remain same, right? Now from this you can see that 1 minus 1 means your difference 0 and borrow 0. Now from this 0 I have to subtract this 0, right? So 0 minus 0 is difference 0 and borrow 0, right? Now last case 1 minus 1, that means difference 0 and borrow 0, right? From this difference 0 I have to subtract this b in. So 0 minus 1 is your second number case, so it will become difference 1 and borrow 1, right? So now which is my actual output? So this is my actual output of difference and borrow, right? So why it is actual output? Since here in this column I had just performed subtraction of these two numbers, right? And from the output of these two numbers will be stored in these two columns, right? So now what I have to do? I have to subtract the output of these two numbers with this number, right? And whatever the output I will get, so this is my actual output. These two rows, these two columns are my actual output, right? So this is how the truth table will be for full subtractor. Now step 2 is what? Derive equation. So how to derive equation you should know. So from the output columns we have to derive the equation. So actually this is my actual output column, as I told you, right? These are my actual output columns, right? This is the only, so these two columns are the intermediate outputs of these two inputs, right? So that's why I'll consider only this final output columns, right? So for this what can I do? I can derive the equation in the SOP form or POS form, right? So how to derive the equation in SOP form, right? Generally I'm using SOP form to derive the equation, right? So just for deriving the equation in the SOP form you can use any of the technique, that may be your algebraic method or your K-map method, right? So here I'm using K-map method since it is a 3 variable truth table is there, so it is better to go with K-map. It will take less time and we will get the simplified expression directly, right? So now I'll just draw the K-map. So for drawing the K-map you should know how many combinations are there. So how many combinations are there? Here you can see 8 combinations are there, and for 8 combinations we are having difference as 8 outputs, right? So I'll require 8 boxes. So I'll just draw 8 boxes with the help of number of rows and number of columns. So I'm having here two rows. So for that means 2 combinations are there in a row side. So how many inputs can I take here? I can take here only one input. So always start with your MSB bit. Here for this number you can see A is the MSB bit and B is the LSB bit. So always start with our MSB bit. So here A I'll write A bar and A combinations of A is A bar and A. Now LSB bits I'll write in the column side. So here B bar B in bar, B bar B in, B in and B in bar, right? Now just I want to map the outputs of this difference in this truth table. So 0 number output is here 0. So I'll write in 0 number box. 1 number output is 1, 2 number output is 1, 3 number output is 0, 4 number output is 1, 5 number output is 0, 6 number output is 0 and 7 number is 1, right? So here I have to group number of ones for getting the simplified equation, but here as per the rules of K-map, no two ones are in the same row adjacent to each other. Actually they are in the same row but they are not adjacent to each other, so we cannot form a group of that two ones, right? So the next step is that we have to group single ones. So I'll group this single ones here, right? Now I'll get the equation. So how I'll get the equation? Just I'll write here. This is the equation for your difference, so denoted by D. So this, for this one I'll get A bar B in plus since we are writing the equation in SOP form, so the terms will be in the product form, and that product terms will be summed together, right? So for this group, A bar B, B in bar, plus for this one I'll get A B bar B in bar, plus for this one I'll get A B B in, right? Now you can add, as per the rules of K-map, whenever we are going to form a group of single ones, then that time we are not going to get the simplified equation. So in that case, what we have to do, we have to apply Boolean laws and De Morgan's theorems to simplify the expression, right? So here you can see that from these two terms I can take A bar as common. So here remaining is what? B bar B in plus B B in bar, plus now from these two terms I can take A as common. So here I'll get B B in bar, B bar B in bar common, plus B bar B in plus B B in, right? Now here this is the formula for A XOR B. For example, if I'm having A XOR B, so that its formula is A bar B plus AB bar, right? So here just A XOR B formula is in the form of B bar B in plus B B in bar, right? So I'll just simplify the expression and here write B XOR B in, plus now this A, now and this is the formula for A XOR B. A XOR B can also be written as A XOR B whole bar, and there its formula is A bar B bar plus AB, right? So here just I'll substitute by this. So here I'll write B XOR B in full bar, right? Now I'll just substitute B plus B in B XOR B in by X, right? So A XOR X plus A X bar is pending, so bar is I'll write here. Now this is the formula for A XOR B, so that's why I'll write A XOR X, right? Now just I'll substitute the value of X which I had substituted in previous steps. So here I'll get A XOR B XOR B in. So this is the simplified equation for difference, right? Now I have to find out the simplified expression for borrow. Now just I will map the borrow output in this K map, right? So 0 number output is 0, 1 number output is 1, 2 number output is 1, 3 number output is 1, 4 number is 0, 5 number is 0, 6 number is 0 and 7 number is 1, right? So here just I had mapped the outputs of borrow, right? Now what I have to do here, I have to group number of ones. So you can see that these 3 number of ones are in the same row adjacent to each other, but as per the rule of K-map we cannot group this 3 number of ones, so the group size should be of 2 or 4, right? So I just perform a group of 2. Now this one is remaining, so I can overlap the groups as per the rule of K-map and form a group of these 2 ones, right? Now this one is pending, so I can group these 2 number of ones in a group, and here you can see that all the 3 ones are included, all the 4 ones are included in the group, right? Now I'll form the equation, so that will be the equation for borrow, right? Now for this first group, what will be the term? I'll get A bar, and from these 2 columns what is common? B in is common, plus now for this group I'll get A bar, and from these two columns I'll get B as common, plus for this both the rows are included, so that's why it will be cancelled and remaining is BB in. So like that I got the equation for borrow. Now the next thing is that I have to draw the circuit, or we can say design the circuit. So for design, step 3 is designing the circuit. So for designing the circuit we are requiring the simplified expressions. So D equal to A XOR B XOR B in, and for borrow I have the equation as A bar B in plus A bar B plus BB in, right? Now just I'll draw the circuit for this by using logic gates, right? So just what are the inputs I'll require? A, B, right? So first of all I'll perform or draw the circuit for difference. So here for difference A, B and B in are the inputs, and XOR gate is required. So for the XOR gate we are having XOR gate of 2 inputs, for example. So I just provide 2 inputs, first 2 inputs to the XOR gate, that is A and B. So I'll write A and B. So here output I'll get as A XOR B, right? Now next is what? Left is B in. So I'll take third input as B in, and that will be XORed with the output of first XOR gate, right? So here the equation I'll get as A XOR B XOR B in, right? Now borrow equation I have to implement. So for implementing borrow equation I have to first implement these terms, right? So I'm going to implement this first term, that is A bar B in. So for A bar, this is A, uncomplemented A, and we want complemented A. So for complemented A we have to use NOT gate. So this will be A bar, right? Now B in is the another input, and in between A bar and B in there is dot. Dot means it represents your AND gate. So here I will get A bar B in, right? Now next is what? A bar B. So A bar B is this A bar I will take to the another gate, and next input required is B. So I will take B, right? Now A dot is there, so AND gate will is the representation for dot. So here I will get output as A bar B, right? Now for implementing this equation, plus sign is there. Plus sign is the representation for OR gate, right? So here I will use OR gate, right? Now here I will get A bar B in plus A bar B, right? Now last is B in, right? So I will require B as an input and B in as an input to the AND gate, since in between there is dot. So now this BB in here I got, and here actually I got the equation as A bar B in plus A bar B. So that will be the input to the OR gate, right? As there is a plus sign, and here I will get the output for borrow, that is B0, right? So this is the way of drawing the circuit for full subtractor. Thank you.